Hi, my name is Travis. I am the Chief Experience Officer at Bottlespark, and I'm here to step you through getting your account approved on the Bottlespark platform. So you've already created an account, but you don't have access to any offers or anything yet. You might be wondering why. There's a couple things you need to be doing. Now, this is first off very important. This is a legal requirement that we have to do to work with some of the advertisers and networks that we work with to make sure you're an actual content creating human and not just a robot trying to get access to things for nefarious reasons. So very, very important. Just got to follow these steps and we'll be able to get your account approved really quickly. So congratulations, here you go. We have a Bottlespark account, but we're not done yet. So let's go over this settings page because this is super important when you first create it. You'll notice towards the top it says your application has not yet been approved. What you want to do here is you want to go through and fill out as much of this information as pertains to you. So a couple things on here we'll go over. First off, your first and last name. We need your first and last name. This is largely obviously for payments and for contracts for any deals that you may get set up with. You can also change your email address here if ever you rebrand or just want to update that. The bio is something that obviously helps us out internally with the Bottlespark team, helps us understand what your content is and what you're doing. But you want to make sure that the language that you use isn't geared specifically just to us. What's really important is that this language will be seen to not only our team internally, potentially to advertisers who may want to work with you, but it's also going to be seen by your community on your store page. So that's something we'll get into in a little bit later, but it's something that your community may see. So don't just put it geared towards, something you want advertisers to see, something that kind of works universally about you and what kind of content you create. Now, this address information, I want to make a few things very clear here. First off, Bottlespark is not in the business of selling personal information. We're not going to sell your information to advertisers or to any other company. The reason we need your mailing address is so we can mail you things. Often, many of the deals that we have with other companies is sending product to influencers, and having it on your account is an easy way for us to have that. Also, something to make sure if you moved, make sure you update that so we're not sending the person that took over your old apartment some neat products to test out. You'll see the PayPal email is there. Currently, our payments, we do use PayPal just to make it pretty easy. This is something we'd love to be able to change in the future to help reduce some of the fees. But for right now, easy for you. Most content creators have a PayPal already set up. So if it's different from your contact email, or even if it is the same as your contact email, make sure you provide us what PayPal you want us to send money to for when you get paid. And in case you're wondering, for Bottlespark, payday is generally speaking on the 25th of every month. Now, if there's a holiday or a weekend where the 25th is going to be, then we will do whatever the earlier business day is ahead of time. We always do payments early rather than late, unless something unforeseen happens or something comes up, in which case we'll give you as much notice as we have if it's going to be later than the 25th. Now, your social information is really important. It's going to do a couple things. First off, it allows us to be able to easily find your content where it's at. So we have your Twitch, Mixer ID. Those, you just put in the usernames, whatever comes after twitch.tv/whatever your name is. Your YouTube ID isn't necessarily like your custom URL if you have one. It's the long, ugly, many letters and numbers part of your profile. So if you have that easily, or you can find that, just go to your YouTube page. You should be able to see that. And of course, we don't need the youtube.com/part. Just provide us with that, and we'll be able to pull those analytics. For Twitter, same thing. We don't need the @ You can just put in whatever comes after the @ sign. And for Facebook ID, if you have a Facebook fan page or whatever it is, whatever comes after facebook.com/, we don't need that. After we review all this, we usually clean up any of that if you forget to do that, so don't worry. But if you want to make everyone's life easier, you don't have to worry about any of that stuff, just the usernames. Down here in the bottom right corner, once you have all of that filled out, there's a very important thing. First off, there's the save button. So you're going to always see this button once you have your account. If you ever need to update anything, feel free to do that at any time, and we'll be able to do that here. Very important, especially if you are rebranding or thinking about rebranding, make sure changing your information on your Bottlespark account is part of that to-do list. Secondly, once you've created your account for this first time, you will see this yellow-orange apply button. This is super important. What this does is this means I've entered in all of my information and I'm ready for my account to be looked at for approval. It's very, very rare that we ever don't accept or approve an account. Generally speaking, we won't do it if you're under the age of 18 or if your content is not friendly to the terms of service on any of your platforms. So that's going to include actual content that you create on Twitch, Mixer, YouTube, or Facebook, and then also Twitter's terms of service. If we see things on there that violate those, then we will deny an account. Once you have all this information filled out, you need to make sure you hit that apply button. If you don't and you only click save, then I'm not going to see your account to get it approved. And until you have an approved account, you won't be able to see all of the offers you have available. Once you click that apply button and we know that your account's ready to be looked at, generally speaking, we try to get all of these accounts approved within 1 business day. Sometimes it's faster, sometimes it might be a little bit slower, but it's kind of our goal and our target. Once we do approve your account, you'll get an automated email that says, congratulations, your account's been approved. It'll have a couple helpful links for you to our Discord and also some FAQs on our site. So that way you can start to answer some of those questions that a lot of other people have about how Bottlespark works. Of course, you can always feel free to contact us on the Discord, on our Twitter account, or any other way that you have to get in touch with us to answer any questions you might have.